1 and a 2.
Are you ready, baby?
Are you ready? Dum, dum, dum. Young Bucks. Oh my god, I think. Oh,
It is
what up, though?
Saturday night of SummerSlam weekend,
SummerSlam, baby.
and it is now time for episode 103 of Wrestling Talk and Randomness, our SummerSlam special.
SummerSlam heater. SummerSlam special. SummerSlam.
And let me tell you something, with our SummerSlam special, you gonna feel the heat.
Hey. What up?
How's it going, my brother?
Hey, man, I'm good. I'm Hank 312.
That is Hank 312.
That's Incidental Nerd.
I am Incidental Nerd.
That's me. That's him.
And we're coming live from the Nerd Cave.
You know, Chicago IL.
Back and better than ever.
So it's Saturday night. We just got done watching a little NXT.
We did.
A quick five card draw.
Got a couple new champs.
A couple new champs. One mainstay stays main. Yeah, think about it. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
It's a wordplay from my friends out there.
Wow.
Read a book.
He's nothing if he isn't a wordsmith.
No more than just a pretty face.
So much more, sir.
Didn't just invent wrestling. Nah.
You did invent wrestling. I mean, let's kick it off.
Let's
with,
do it.
I mean,
The highlight of the night?
Ring of Honor Invasion. What's going on?
The Ring of Honor. Or is it going to be called the Rowdy Outside Handsome Men? The ROH?
Rockin' Outrageous Hostility.
Oh. Rowdy Outside Hombres.
They're
Bad hombres.
They're bad hombres.
Anyway.
But, I mean, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish making a big impact during after Sanity's victory over Authors of Pain. Let me be the first to say goodbye to the Authors of Pain. Thanks for your time in NXT.
Think that's it for him, huh?
I do. Why else would you take the belts off of them?
True. I mean, Sanity had it coming. I'm glad for EY.
Sure, but I mean, you immediately open up a feud with, I don't know if they're going to be known as Red Dragon, but you immediately have Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish coming after Sanity.
For sure.
So, I mean, that tells me that AOP might not even be getting a rematch or anything.
Okay. Let me see. You having troubles there, intern?
Mm-hmm.
Unless I can try to find it on my phone real quick.
I got it.
Oh, you got it, man?
Look at those handsome faces.
Hey, that's us.
We're good-looking men.
Hey, speak for yourself.
I'm a good-looking man.
But yeah, so, I mean, Adam Cole, baby's in the house.
Adam Cole in the house.
He made the impact. Everyone knew it was coming.
Yeah, I mean, it was expected, but still nice to see him in the WWE.
I lied. I didn't expect how it went down.
Nor did I. I figured it was going to be a crowd.
Yeah,
Like,
how they tend to do. A little
Right.
crowd shout, like, oh my God, it's Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I started going, oh, I guess we're not getting Adam Cole, and then you could see the crowd turning around and
Crowd's
going,
like, oh my
oh. So, I mean, not bad. I'm interested with where they're going with that. I got a brand new stable.
I wonder what they'll be called. It'll be fun to hear.
Yeah, I mean, White Dragon. Oof, that's not a good one.
I gotta go.
Yeah. I might not even... Why are you giving me a dirty look?
I'm not. I'm just looking.
Did
I'm just looking.
I'm
See,
just looking,
where
but I
is this
wish
going?
she not look like she was going to kick my head off?
Where is this going? No.
I just picked a freaking color and added dragon to it. I wasn't intending nothing.
That's the problem. You just picked a color. What? Oh, no. No, it should be awesome. Big congrats to Drew McIntyre.
Yes,
The boy's back. He deserved it.
he does deserve it.
You know, his old Avatar-looking ass. He just looks like an Avatar. He's tall and lanky. I've always thought he was Avatar.
That's
He's
pretty
an
funny.
avatar.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you know.
Pink and blue, and then you go.
I mean, we were talking while we were watching. Dead crowd for that match.
That main event, there was a pretty dead crowd.
Once again, the women's match was the highlight of Takeover.
I think so.
I mean,
That's a great
it's,
match.
it's cool that Adam Cole came, but yeah, Asuka, Ember Moon, they put on the match of the night.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually the case
Yeah,
with the women, especially in Brooklyn. They always steal it.
absolutely,
Which is
absolutely.
nice. What was last year? Bailey Asuka last year, and then Sasha Bailey the year before.
I believe so. I think you are correct, sir.
You are. That is correct.
Show kicked off with Johnny Wrestling, Mr. Gargano, versus one Cien Almas.
I'm a fan of Cien. We've been fans of him. Well, at least I say.
No, I think he's a talented guy. I didn't really like the direction that they were taking him. I still kind of am a little where's this going?
Okay.
But he's definitely a talented guy. In turn, and you agreed, Almas needed a win. And,
Oh, yeah.
and Gargano could afford a loss.
For sure.
So, I mean, that's the way it went down. I'm loving Gargano's new entrance music. I'm a big fan of it. It's not Paramore, but it sounds like Paramore.
Okay. Yeah.
Whoever sings it, it's got a voice very similar to the lead singer from Paramore. So,
Haley
yes,
Williams.
yes, I believe so.
I'm so rock and roll.
Hank's Bay of the Week.
Book it.
Actually, no. Hank's Bay of the Week this week is
New indie chick.
his always Bay, Tina Bay.
That is my bae. That
'Cause
is.
She
Well,
rocked
we're-
that shit out. This
Oh
week.
man, welcome to Tina Fake Talking Randomness because I love her. I've always had such a crush on Tina, and she was back on my TV this week, and it was glorious.
Since her gams graced the cover of Rolling Stone, I have
I don't even think I remember that.
well, obviously, I'm intern stuff, but yeah, Tina Bay.
Obviously.
Tina Bay for sure. Also, Gargano in ridiculous shape.
Can I show you some randomness real quick? You're talking about
Please do.
You're talking about ridiculous shape. So, I remember maybe a few years ago I showed you the picture of my little cousin. She's like 6 years old. She has a 6-pack.
No.
No?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Well, you guys ain't watching, but I think she's 8 years old now.
Okay. What the heck? Holy crap.
Damn.
I don't know if y'all can see that on there, but
Damn,
Like-
good for her.
yeah. And just for good measure.
Dang. Does she?
She's a gymnast.
A gymnast. Okay.
Yeah, but like she lives, eats, breathes gymnastics.
That's amazing. Good
like
for her.
like for years, she'd always be walking around like on her hands, like just walking around on her hands just for no reason. Dude, she's a monster. That's awesome. I saw this just like, great. I'm eating this Dairy Queen ice cream. Oh, no, I really need it.
We have somebody in our family like that.
I thought you next to the lettuce. No, but anyway, Gargano. Back to wrestling. Gargano looked good.
Yeah, great shape. Great shape.
Yeah. He got a new shirt. He didn't wear it tonight though, but he got a solo shirt on the WWE shop.
I heard it sold out.
That's what he tweeted. Credit to Pac when he said all 40 shirts they printed sold out. Like if there's 40
Hey.
shirts, it's 40 shirts that sold out, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, super happy for Gargano. Like I don't know, man. Like, we saw him at AEW all the time. Just we've always said, DIY. Those are our boys. Just
Yeah, I mean,
proud of him.
even though he hates me, I mean,
Obviously. No, he always give you stink face. Like, this guy's here.
oh, this guy wants to come and take a picture with me.
My God.
You better buy a shirt.
I'm not gonna fucking smile.
Actually, that was literal. He's just.
Speaking of that, real quick, another side note, but it's wrestling related. Smiling and taking pictures. I don't know if you saw Ruru throwing some shade this week at what everyone is very presuming that was Miss Sasha Banks, because Sasha's been known to not, be super friendly with the airport autographers and
Okay.
picture takers and stuff like that. Apparently, according to the interwebs and people who were there, Rusev and Sasha and a bunch of other people flew in on a flight together, and Sasha, I guess, was just, ignoring people, not taking pictures with them at the airport, just kind of not wanting to be bothered.
Mm.
And I get it. I totally get it. It's their prerogative. Like,
Absolutely.
I totally get it. And so, what up, CJ? So,
You know.
I guess maybe that was the first time Rusev flew with her, or I don't know, but he ended up tweeting, Eddie Guerrero would have shaken every one of those people's hands and taken a picture with them, just so you know who you are.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and she's never made any secret of she loves Eddie.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, with that crappy frog splash.
yeah, for real. I draw.
I mean, didn't Esco get a shot with her at the airport?
Yeah, but she's not happy about it.
Oh, really?
She looks super annoyed. She's just like. So, I mean.
Oh, well.
Heavens.
Oh, well.
I'm very thirsty this week, obviously.
So, we talked about Gargano, we talked about AOP, which, I mean, the match was what it was, the Sanity match.
Yeah.
Nice spot, Nikki Cross.
Going through the table?
Oh, man, Nikki Cross was in a frickin', what would you call it, a gore sandwich. Like, she got speared into the other dude from Authors of Pain and into a table. That was a ridiculous spot.
You know what's crazy about the Authors of Pain?
What's that?
I still don't know which is which.
Acom and Arkham.
Acom and Takem and Rakem. And I still don't know which one's Dash and which one's Dawson. Dash, no.
I think Dawson is the one with the mustache.
Wait, Dash Wilder or Dash and Dawson?
I think I'm sticking by what I said.
Which
Dawson is the one
So it's Dash and Dawson.
with the
Arn. Dash is Arn.
yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay, I can fuck with that.
No, wait.
I mean, it's obviously you can just Google it, but that's what fun is that? Which one's Dash? Which one's Dawson? Which? Anyway, yeah, I still don't know who either.
We know wrestling.
You know. I have a different comment to make, but it's not appropriate for on the line, so I'll tell you that one later. Anyway, wrestling.
Yes.
Tonight's wrestling.
Tonight's wrestling.
Listen, so if we're ranking our NXT Brooklyn takeovers, this is definitely third place. I would assume.
Yes. Yeah.
Like very, very last third place.
Although, if you're ranking the matches within TakeOver Brooklyn, I still say that Asuka Ember Moon is probably top 5. That was a really good match.
I'd have to look back at the matches. They definitely weren't better than any of the Bayley matches. They weren't better than who was last year. Wasn't the DIY and the Alphas, I think, last year?
Ooh.
That killed it?
Ooh, they did kill it.
Like, they
Maybe
murdered
top
it.
10.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean,
no, but it was a really good match.
No doubt. I mean, they're the match of the night. I think for the first time in 3 years since they've been doing this, the match of the weekend isn't going to come out of NXT.
Agreed.
You know,
Agreed.
I just...
I mean, let's hope.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Shit.
if we're talking,
Fuck.
if we're talking our next episode, and the match of the weekend was Asuka Ember Moon, which was a good match.
But it shouldn't be
It should
SummerSlam match of the weekend.
No way, no way, no, not when you have the kind of card that they have. You know, there's too many matches that should be good.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to AJ KO, but
Yes. That's at the top of the list, I think.
you just made the list.
Are we done talking about NXT TakeOver?
No. I'm sorry. You know me, man. No, we're
Because we
far from it.
didn't touch on a Tommy versus Aleister Black, and
There's only one way to properly describe that. Slobber knocker. Good old JR was out there.
Yes, sir. Always good to see good old JR. I am super looking forward to his his book, which I will be listening to, obviously, since I started with audiobook. No, I'm gonna listen to it.
DVD showing off.
He's reading it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, he's doing the recording of it.
Hey, I can go to sleep for the sweet sounding voice of the night. I should sign up for one of those audiobook things.
I think Siri could send you a whatchamacallit, a code for a free download.
What a guy. Good guy answer.
So, man, a Tommy Aleister Black, really hard hitting match.
For sure, I love that.
Yeah.
That was the best I've seen a Tommy in a while.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Like I was invested in him. Like, okay, cool. This guy's he's got a chance. He's back.
He's got to come with fire. He has to. And he had it. He had it tonight. Definitely. I know they're pushing Aleister Black. You know, we already had Black McIntyre booked for frickin' the next takeover.
Yeah.
Before Adam Cole showed up.
Yeah. True that. I mean, so I don't know. Where did they go with NXT? But hey, whatever.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Is it fair that Adam Cole shows up and he's immediately thrust into the title?
No, but NXT needs star power right now. Like since that last round of call-ups, they've lacked serious star power.
You feel like they've depleted their
100%.
stars.
To the point where, and by no means am I the bar, but I've lost some interest in NXT to where, like, I don't have to watch it every week. Before it was just like, man, I gotta see what Joe's gonna do tonight, or I gotta see what Nakamura's gonna do, or I gotta see what DIY is gonna be up to. I mean, I love Ciampa, but he's not on TV right now.
Right.
You know, Asuka, you know, she's not gonna lose right now. So
we were talking about our boy Chris Hero hasn't been on a taping for weeks.
I mean, I would tune in to watch Hero. He's one of those guys that I'll watch.
Yes, absolutely. I'll go anywhere. I'll pay money to pay-per-view. The man he's one of the best wrestlers in the world.
No doubt.
And the fact that he is on the NXT roster, unless he is hurt, the fact that he is on the NXT roster and he didn't have a spot at TakeOver is bullshit.
He didn't have like a run-in.
He didn't, not a mention. And like I said, it's been a week since we've even seen him.
Yeah. What up, Peck? What up, Glenn? Thanks for joining us, fellas.
What up, gentlemen?
Fish in the house. Peck and Fish. Fish and Peck.
I know we've been talking NXT.
Yeah.
And I know we're going to talk SummerSlam.
Eventually. Or we can right now, whatever.
But.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
I just got to say it.
You talking about JC? Who are you talking about?
My Lord and Savior?
I don't know.
No, sir.
Justin, what up, bud?
I was happy as a clam for Corbin to cash in and not fucking win.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. I mean, that was awesome.
How about it?
And who saw it come? Who saw that coming?
Baron Corbin, you just made the list. What up, Hulk? Hulk is back. All the boys are coming in now.
Oh, suck it
Pax
now.
here, Fish is here, Justin's in the house. We got anything going on Twitch over there? Maybe Justin's on Twitch. No, nothing.
No
Hulk
comments
is
yet.
in.
You got the chat up?
Isn't it down here?
You gotta hit like the chat.
Oh, I'm gonna check out that pic, Hulk. I can't see it from here. I'll have to stalk your page in a little bit. But yeah, that Corbin cash in and fail.
I mean, it gives him a reason to fight Cena with a lot of aggression.
So let me throw some stuff at you. That breaking news: your boy Hank renewed his Sirius XM subscription. So you know what that means.
Busted open
Oh, yeah.
radio.
Oh yeah, BO baby, BO. I mean Justin said he was on Switch, but he switched over here. Hey man, you're always welcome here. Nerd's iPad didn't turn on, so
Yeah.
we're running on the Fotch book. But busted open along according to other reports, specifically from Meltzer, made a really good point to where Corbin, like, you really got to watch out for tomorrow's match. Like, if it's a squash match, that means Corbin is done. Like, not with the company, but just his push is 100% over. And they're talking about, like, it may already be anyway, just because the way he came in, he looked like a fool. So, let me get my thoughts here. Long story short, they're talking about that he could have rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, the way he responds to criticism on Twitter. Kevin Owens obviously does it as a heel, but he does it very tactfully and with a little bit of humor.
I mean, Kevin Owens is he's brilliant.
Yeah,
he's freaking brilliant.
Yes. Oh, yes. I mean, we definitely agree there. To where Corbin, his response to people are, because like he got into like a Twitter beef with Meltzer this week, and he hit Meltzer with well, what do you know? You've never took a bump in your life, and he hit someone like with the host of Busted Open. He hit the host of Busted Open, Larry Dallas, up. He hit him with like he said, "Oh, whatever. You're just an indie guy, and now you already made more money than you'll ever make." Like comments like that, which aren't heel comments, they're just dickhead comments.
Right. Especially when you talk about somebody like Meltzer, who he's been doing this. He's like probably the most well-respected wrestling journalist in the world.
Yeah, it's like they were saying. It's like, would you tell John Madden? Would you ever tell John? Oh, you never took a hit. Oh, did Madden play football?
He was a coach.
Okay,
Coach.
yeah. I was like, did Madden play football?
Yeah, no. You're
No,
good.
like, hey, you tell Adam Schefter, Todd McShay, like, what do you guys know? But they fucking know everything.
Right.
It's like, what do they tell me? I'm joking.
Yeah, you don't go to Mike Greenberg and be like, yeah, you never hit a ball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hulk here says, man, Corbin is fucked. He lost to Roll Up after Gender, 2 AAs, and one of them off the top. Yeah, Corbin lost. So here, okay, maybe. He says Corbin loses tomorrow. He's done. Back to NXT for roster shakeup.
Well,
I wouldn't mind that.
I have heard that they are considering sending talent back down to NXT. Seriously?
No, I'm just saying. Where's Ziggs been?
Gone for a while.
He's been gone. Where's Ziggler?
Although
Man.
he did make an appearance in the. I was talking to you earlier about the what's it called, Southpaw Regional Wrestling, and he has a character in that.
Okay. I haven't watched it. But, so yeah, that's what they're saying. The one guy, he's putting, so they're doing about like over under. There's like, if this match is less than 9 minutes, like Corbin is done in the eyes of like just the politics of everything.
He was on the NXT pre-show.
He was. I think Corbin has a really good chance of going out there and beating the spark off Cena.
That would be. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I'm not really too big
It could
of a
be
fan,
like a
but
restart for him.
he would need that.
He wasn't ready for the Money in the Bank. And
No,
And
it
we
was
talked
too-
about
yeah.
a while ago how, Corbin has, he did. There was a point where he was in NXT. He came out dominant, whooping dudes. Then he became very boring.
Yeah.
And then there was something about him. I think that we saw, but like something changed. Like he's getting it. It's starting to click for him. Then all of a sudden it fell flat again.
Yeah.
Then he wins Money in the Bank. He's not the guy. Like, it just was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, Corbin felt like, hey, we want this guy to win.
It should have either been AJ or Nakamura, especially considering the fact that Nakamura got the title shot at SummerSlam.
No doubt.
Like that to me, he should have just gotten the briefcase.
Yeah.
If that was the plan.
Hey man, but he beat Cena nice. Beat that Cena guy real nice.
You know what?
What's up, buddy?
We've been talking wrestling for a while now.
Okay.
And, you know, every week, every other week sometimes, every show that we've been doing for a while now.
Breaking up with me?
No.
Like?
But before we start the broadcast,
man. Ooh, what's
we start our shows with 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Woo!
And you know, I know that we've put things out on the Fotch book.
Oh, no doubt.
And everything, but we would be remiss if we didn't talk about you know, prayers and thoughts to the Flair family. I hope Rick pulls through.
Got to.
Like, yeah.
Dirtiest player in the game, baby.
I mean, he's 68 years old.
Yeah, they were talking he's 68.
Too young to go. Too young to go. So fight strong. Hope everything turns out well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I can't say there was larger than life figures, right? I'm 34. Damn, he's old. Super old. You know, I've watched a lot of Ric Flair my entire life. I've seen a lot of his promos. I was obviously a little younger when like all the like, you know, the classic promo started and stuff like that. But obviously through YouTube and stuff like that, and just you watch them. And then growing up, I think there's more household names for the newer generation. You know, you have your Rocks, you have your Stone Cold Steve Austins, Undertakers. But everyone you talk to, like in wrestling, will tell you the greatest wrestling career of all time is Ric Flair's. And I believe that. So, like, if enough people that I respect in the wrestling business will tell you, like, yo, he truly is the man, he's the man.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just thoughts and prayers out to Rick, man. Like, yeah, I was talking with Beardo Peck earlier. He's just like, you know, we can be jerks at times. I don't know if you ever noticed that we can be jerks. He's like, man, you know about Ric Flair? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you know what? But you know, he's old. He's difficult life. I'm like, he's really only 60. He's like, holy shit. He's like, come on, Rick, get better. Kick out that too, Rick.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, Justin, I did read that earlier. His fiance tweeted out that Rick is responsive and getting a little better. So, Nate, I know you're watching, buddy. You got some more limousines to ride and jets to fly and kisses to steal, so get better, bud.
Yes.
Bud, you know, because we're like that.
Yeah, I mean, like this.
We almost interviewed him.
Oh man. we almost did.
We smelled him.
We hung out with Marty Jannetty for a good time.
I'll tell you what, that time we didn't even pay to get a picture or autograph because we're like, we're gonna interview him.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly
legit.
That's, like, we were just waiting for his people to be like, it's time, and then the next thing we know, he's walking out the door.
We're literally waiting in the room and just like, yo, Rick just left. He's got a suitcase with him. Like what? And Rick left. But anyway.
Oh well.
Nate, you're the man. You'll be all right.
And we hope we have an opportunity to interview him down the line.
For sure. So NXT, we talked about the top of the card, Johnny Wrestling versus Cien Almas. Cien Almas needed that win. Johnny Wrestling's going to be all right.
I do have a comment here from DSB here. He's saying that what if it was more about giving Nakamura a quality title run than opposed to having him just take down Corbin?
That could make sense. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that they're going to be in India next month, I would say Nakamura wins. But their SmackDown's touring India next month.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So Nakamura takes his first loss?
Would it be his first loss?
No.
Like on the main roster?
Yeah.
Anyone? I don't think so. I
As
don't know.
in pin? Like he's
I-
been in multiple.
Well, I mean, he
but
was
he hasn't won.
he was in Money in the Bank and he didn't win that.
Right.
I'm not gonna count that.
Oh, okay.
But a
He hasn't
singles
gotten
match,
pinned.
he has not been beaten in a singles match yet. Has
And
he?
he's only had like 3 of those.
He had those. Ziggler never beat him. He had a bunch of matches with Corbin. Did Corbin beat him?
I don't think
A
so.
bunch of matches.
He had like 3 or 4 matches with Corbin.
Did he? Okay.
No, yeah, I think you're right. I think those.
And then he nearly killed John Cena.
Hey, anyone else, not John Cena, that probably ends their career. Probably
Yeah.
freaking neck.
Probably.
So yeah, so we talked. So we covered. What we're saying, Cien Almas, the tag team.
Did you want the?
No, we got
the
Red
card?
Dragon.
I got the card there.
Steel Trap right here, baby. Steel Trap. Alistair versus Jesus,
A Tommy.
Itami.
Kenta.
Slobber knocker. The women's match of the night, probably NXT.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And then a main event that I feel fell flat. And I love McIntyre. I love Rude's entrance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I find Rude boring. I just find his matches boring.
Regardless of who he's wrestling.
Regardless of who he's wrestling.
It couldn't even keep my attention. And you know I'm a big fan.
How did you guys
of
feel?
McIntyre.
How did you guys feel when he was in that program with Nakamura, Rude and Nakamura?
That was a boring match as well.
I still didn't care.
I remember. That's right, because he was working on the knee the whole time. Yeah, you know that was a big. I remember that was a big thing because people were like, oh, it's really boring, and a lot of other traditionalists were like, oh,
Well, that's the way that wrestling should be. I mean,
Fish. Now I know you're definitely watching. I was wondering if you're going to comment. It says you are boring. Rude is the man.
well, if I'm so boring, then why the fuck are you watching me?
Oh, dude, don't antagonize the viewers. There's only like.
Nick C 2009 said, "Do you think that the Undertaker pictures are real of him in New York for SummerSlam?"
No, I haven't seen them, but I also saw pictures of CM Punk in New York and AJ Lee in New York, and I don't think that's happening.
I have a CM Punk thought.
Glenn, come back. Let's talk about the socks. Glenn says, good point. I'll see you later. Eloy Jimenez.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You had a point you said?
You know, I really have gotten to a point where it's like I try not to fall for clickbait.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
But
I
fell for something because it was like
CM Punk.
Bully Ray talking about this and CM Punk returned to wrestling. And I'm like, what? Click.
You're like,
And then all it was freaking Bully Ray saying that CM Punk should return to Ring of Honor because going to WWE would be meaningless. He's done everything he possibly could do in WWE.
lies. He was literally left because he didn't.
Other than main
Main event.
eventing WrestleMania. But what he could do for Ring of Honor he would elevate Ring of Honor to another level.
To the Neville level?
Well, I didn't say all that.
Oh, there you
But, I mean, I don't think Punk's coming back to wrestling at all.
No, the dude seems happy. He said that he was on the score maybe within the last month or
Really?
or MVP on AM,
Okay.
and he talked about they brought him on because of the Mayweather McGregor fight.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
He is like an expert, and he was just like
They're like UFC talent.
yeah. So anyway, they asked him about wrestling or something like that. It was Jonathan Hood who loves wrestling, and it was ESPN. So they asked him about the wrestling. He's just like, he goes, I'm never going back. He goes, I'm happy with what I'm doing. He goes, my wife is happy. I have a good life. He goes, I don't have any incentive to go back.
Oh.
And I gotta respect that.
Yeah. But that doesn't even keep things close because at some point he can have an incentive.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, what if he ends up having kids?
Well,
and,
I mean, I may have
like,
paraphrased, but he was basically
Yeah.
saying,
I mean,
Yeah, I get it though.
here's a $3 million contract.
Glenn really did leave for Donna.
Dang.
Come back, Glenn. Great. Now I got a text. I'm like, hey man, we're talking about Sting.
Well, we could talk about Sting. Let's talk about Sting's entrance at WrestleMania that didn't
Wow.
make any sense.
Never understood it. God damn it. No.
Maybe it was supposed to be Nakamura's interest, and they couldn't get him at that point, and then.
Supposed to be Tommy's.
Oh yeah, Tom. Well, he was there at that one.
No, he got injured. That was the weekend he got
was
his
at the one. Yeah.
So watching Raw on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
there could have been a really great drinking game.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Take a
Yeah.
shot every time they said SummerSlam comes early. It was like every other minute.
You're the worst.
It was horrible. It was pretty horrible.
Why were they running the same matches? They're so stupid. Now I'm not interested.
I'm still interested.
It's a
But yeah, why did we got a Bray Finn match?
They had to set up the demon.
Oh, I
I'm excited
suppose.
for the entrance.
I do.
I am too. That's exciting.
Yo, talk about Vegabundu. Vegabundu's out there just beating people up. Who beat up this week? R-Truth?
Yeah.
R-Trizzle?
Yeah.
Archerizzle came out and got his ass handed to him.
Real quick question in regards to SummerSlam. Didn't Goldust like a week or two ago say that he's gonna debut at or do something at SummerSlam?
Something. I don't remember
He
what it was
said
though.
like his final masterpiece or
Yeah.
something of that nature.
Mandy Rose.
Huh?
It's gonna be his new masterpiece. It's gonna debut with the girl from Tough Enough. She wears all gold down in NXT. How dare you? She's gonna be the new Marlena.
Boo earns.
That's not a bad idea though. That's a good way to bring her in.
Boo
Intern
earns.
gets it.
I mean, I don't really care for her, but
She
that's
hasn't
good
had
way
a
to-
single match on TV on NXT yet.
That doesn't seem to matter.
True. Justin says, have y'all heard of I did read about that this week. Johnny Mundo signing with GFW.
Yes.
Him and Taya going there. It's a good grab for GFW, but I can't take him serious under the GFW banner either.
Really?
I can't.
You know, honestly, I've missed the last couple of episodes. I mean, I have them recorded, but I haven't watched them. The talent that they're bringing in is, I mean, really good.
It's all our peoples.
I mean, it's not just all our peoples. I mean, when I'm talking about Drago was there.
Okay.
I just kind of like global talent.
That's dope.
Yeah, and people from like AAA. Triple A.
So there's gonna be, speaking of Triple A, there's gonna be Lucha Libre here at Villa Park.
I saw that.
Did you see the prices on the thing?
I saw
No.
The prices are ridiculous. They have Rey Mysterio.
that. Yeah, I was
Which is-
looking.
oh,
yeah,
shit.
I was looking at. it. I was
Which
like,
is great.
oh.
Front row is $60.
Okay.
Second row is $50. And then third through sixth row is $40. And that's it.
Okay,
Who
but
was it? It was Rey Mysterio.
Mi Muertes from.
Yes.
okay.
I mean,
And there was one more big name. Who was it?
El Hijo de Santo,
Mm.
who's a big luchador.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but yeah.
You'd recognize his mask.
That's alright.
It's okay.
Since we were talking about GFW,
Yeah, hit me with it.
they've stripped Del Rio of the title.
They did strip the LDR, huh?
Yeah. Apparently, while he obviously there were no charges filed
right.
against him in the whole Page Airport thing. From what I read, it had to do with behavior unbecoming of GFW.
He becoming, know what I'm saying?
So what happens to his dad and his brother?
I mean, he's suspended, and they haven't said when he's coming back.
Bunch of perros.
Well, you know, they don't need him anymore because now that Loki has joined LAX.
Jeez.
I hate the LAX.
Eddie Kingston still in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
He's not in LAX.
He's not?
No.
I thought Eddie Kingston. Oh yeah,
Eddie
Eddie
was.
Kingston? No. Eddie Kingston was in a.
Oh yeah, why would he be LAX? He's all Super New York.
Right. I mean, well, but his boy
Homicide?
Homicide is.
Oh,
in
that's
LAX.
what I was thinking of. Sorry.
No, Eddie Kingston was part of a stable with
Yeah. who
the
is it?
Cowboy
James Storm. They wore the
James
suits.
Storm. Yeah, and
Right to censor.
oh, what's the guy's name?
Homicide?
The big dude.
Abyss.
Nah, it starts with a B. Bram.
Bram, probably.
Yeah, it was Bram and James Storm.
Well, that sounds
there.
dumb.
Yeah, they wore those white masks.
Oh, that's right. He was that one.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
to censor.
But he hasn't been on television for like since they broke up.
Yeah.
He's been gone. And actually, I was just listening to him on Colt's podcast, and
Cool,
he's
cool.
still under contract with them, but he hasn't been working.
Eddie?
Yeah.
Right on. Justin says here, I also heard that Rey Mysterio was going to GFW because Vince didn't want to deal with Conan and his representation.
Conan represents, right?
Apparently so.
Oh, okay.
And Vinnie Mac or Trips didn't want to deal with it.
All right.
Understandable.
I mean, staying in that
Unfortunately.
vein, commenting about LAX. I know you don't watch Impact, but man, it is the ultimate in Latino stereotyping. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, LAX.
Yeah,
Are they worse than the Mexicools?
It's right up there.
bro, the Mexicools, that was insulting, but it was like a fun thing, kind
Okay.
of like with the fucking lawnmowers and shit. I mean, obviously it was fucking racist,
Yeah, thank you.
but they paint them out as nothing but thugs.
So they go around jumping people if they don't join, and they do that. It's just, it's
They're just
terrible.
a gang.
Yeah,
They're
they're
a
a gang.
gang.
It's
Yes,
terrible.
absolutely.
It's no.
What was
I
it,
don't-
LAX?
It's Conan is the leader,
Okay.
Homicide,
Okay.
and then the current GFW tag team champions. I forget their names. And then if I hadn't have pissed Glenn off, he would be telling us right now. And then they have a female. Diamante or something?
And now Loki.
Diamante. And now Loki.
Game changer. That'll put butts in seats.
That's
Yeah.
right.
No.
And-
Right.
And then not only is it bad enough that they have him doing this crappy storyline, it's like 45 minutes long. Okay, might be exaggeration, but it's too damn long. They're on the screen for half of the show
They were trying to get Del Rio to join.
by beating up his father and brother.
Yeah, then they bring in Del Rio's dad and Del Rio's brother, and there's like, it was.
For real?
hmm
Yes, sir.
Awkward.
Dos caras.
Dos caras. Two face.
So let's get to the soft land. Let's get to the main event. Oh well. We can talk about that.
No!
Mm-hmm.
Will they? Mini Shield reunion.
Mini Shield reunion.
We got
Lots of speculation that those guys are gonna get involved in the Fatal 4-Way tomorrow night and help Roman win.
Yeah, I'll take a triple power bomb for everybody.
I think that you keep Rollins and Ambrose as far away as possible
I
from
couldn't.
Roman
I
Reigns.
couldn't agree or disagree more. Let him just go full heel Shield. Let Roman be. This is the Roman I've been waiting for. If it happens, just a heel Shield. Roman, obviously, whatever, he'll be the champ. Rollins and
So would he then
Ambrose,
then who would be the leader of this new Shield? Would it be Roman?
they're all alphas. They're 3 alphas.
Oh,
3 alphas.
gotcha.
Let me hit you with something. So Rollins and Ambrose win the titles,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
During the Fatal 4-Way,
Uh-huh.
the Shield music hits.
Sierra Hotel India Echo Lima Delta.
Thank you. And They pan up into the crowd, and you've got Ambrose, Rollins, and Cassius Ohno. The actual Shield that was supposed to happen. They come down to the ring, triple power bomb Roman Reigns to make sure he fucking loses.
I mean, that'd be great. It's not gonna happen.
I know.
Well, maybe that's why
come on. Okay, Henry, why don't you tell me about the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens ladder match that's happening tomorrow?
Wait, really? Is it for the IC championship?
No.
Oh, well, because Jordan Angle is
Jordan.
There's no steam behind that guy's angle.
No.
Pun not intended. There's no steam behind him.
That's headed for a heel turn.
You know,
No.
Yes, sir, it is.
Lucky for
No,
him that
cares?
he's an actually good wrestler, so
Ugh.
that'll hold him afloat for a little while longer.
You hope so.
Yeah. I think
Does he
so.
get a match tomorrow night?
They have a match tomorrow.
What?
The pre-show. Him and the Hardys versus the Miztourage.
Yes.
Yes, that's how I'm saying. That's how bad it's going. He's drugged the Hardys out to the pre-show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's
I was fully expecting him to have a match against The Miz for the IC championship.
No, it's my boys over at the BO. They're discussing how that's gone horribly wrong for Jordan.
I mean, it's stupid.
Yeah, like they say, great. You want to make this angle? He's your son. Awesome. That gets you. It doesn't give you a pop because it wasn't a huge pop. It was just, oh, okay.
It was like, what the fuck?
It gets eyes on Jordan, right?
Yeah.
But what do you do after that to make us care? Because right now, because like they said, he's in a no-win situation. Nobody cares. Nobody's cheering him. Nobody's booing him.
And
Why break up the Alphas for this?
I was just gonna say the Alphas were a great tag team.
And they never gave him a legit shot in SmackDown, besides the fact that they were tag champs. But who really remembers that?
Yeah, but they're not doing much with the tags anyway.
They're not.
So that's probably why they split them up.
Speaking of tags, I'm just saying, I'm a really big fan of the Usos. I've always liked their work, except that time they were aligned with Roman way too closely. But they're back, and
although I feel like they could be aligned with Roman now and be a benefit.
Well, and that's what this meme, you know, it's a meme. It's got to be true. It was a meme, you know.
Oh, then that means a heel Roman. That would be great then.
Yeah, you know, the Samoan Dynasty or something like that.
What was the meme?
Rikishi's the manager.
Roman-ish.
What was the meme?
Oh, I don't know. What was the name?
No, the meme.
Oh, the meme. The meme. Shout out Miguel. Memes. So it's like very Roman butthurt or upset that, you know, he didn't get invited to the Shield reunion. So he comes out with the Usos and like Ono makes the save.
That would be nice, but I don't know.
I mean, that'd be
about
cool, but
Yeah.
Ono's not coming up.
that. No.
They're not going to even acknowledge that he should have been the original,
No.
No.
you know.
You know, not to mention, you know, he's one of the best wrestlers in the world.
You know.
Just not gonna mention that at all.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna mention that Chris Hero is one of the best wrestlers ever of all time.
That's debatable.
Demon
no?
Balor. Does he get a W tomorrow?
He better.
Right?
I hope so.
He has to.
How cool does he look on a scale of 1 to 10? Is it gonna just be regular OG Demon or like special body paints?
I'm really hoping that it's something we haven't seen before.
I hope so too, but without the freaking headdress. I hate that headdress.
Yeah, I don't like the dreadlocks.
It's stupid.
I
It's
like
raver wear.
It's stupid.
I
It's
like it.
stupid.
It's stupid.
I like it.
Do you?
But you like that raver wear stuff.
Yeah.
Such a raver.
Yeah.
Ravers are the new joke.
You guys can't see her. She's off screen doing like she's got some glow sticks and she's all like
She's feeling the glow. Sasha or Bliss?
oof.
Bliss.
Yeah.
That's what I want, but not necessarily what I think will happen.
Okay. What's your thoughts on that? You're a big fan of Bliss, huh?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm a big fan of both of them.
same.
But I'm gonna side with the intern. I don't think Sasha needs the belt right now, and I think it's doing great things for Alexa.
Yeah, I think Alexa. Although I'd like Sasha to win, you know, walkie talkies and all. I'd like Sasha to win, but I do think Alexa's doing a really good job of carrying the banner as the women's champ. She's been out on promos and she's doing. I mean, she looks the part. Obviously, you know, it's at the end of the day, it's a business.
And her promos are better than most of the women's.
Yeah.
Did you happen to catch the Loot Crate video I told you about?
No.
You gotta go back and watch it, man.
Yours?
No. Alexa went to the Loot Crate warehouse. Did I not tell you about this?
You did. It
Yeah.
sounds familiar, but
You gotta go and watch it. It's
You gotta
hilarious.
go back.
It's hilarious.
That's a
Pop. Yeah. The Loot Crate shirt, by the way.
Goonies never see that.
That's right. They don't.
The New Shield versus the Bar.
I really I see Rollins and Ambrose taking the titles.
Does Dino Barbarino turn on Seffi?
No.
No? Do you think they
Not
make
yet.
up? No? Okay.
I
I'm
mean-
going Dino heel turn.
Are you?
I'm going with that.
I mean, I know that was something that was in the works.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever gotten full heel Dean in WWE yet.
Do we need it?
Oh yeah. I need John Moxley out there without the blood, but
With the pink hair.
come on. I didn't think the Princess Zombie. Well, that's Jimmy Jacobs, but still, don't mind me. Just dropping indie names because I'm so indie.
He's so indie.
Me and my boy Ethan Page yesterday, we were just chatting it up. NBD, you know. Just, you know. Lucha things with my lucha friends. He has no idea who I am.
You drop these names.
Cool. I put that Ethan Page back in there. Stevie Fierce? Oh, wait. Y'all know about Stevie. Stevie, fucking Stevie. I invented that chant, though, by the way, Pac.
Y'all don't know nothing about Space Monkey, though.
He's the man. So I think Dean, heel turn. A nice
And
little...
then we go into a Rollins Ambrose
yeah.
program.
Yeah, and then the Bar can concentrate on the Hardy Boys.
Or the club.
Or the Club.
Or, any of the other actual tag teams.
Or the Authors of Pain.
I like them, but I don't think they should be moving up.
I'm trying to find the words for what's going on in WWE right now. It's a
Oh, they do have to move them now.
it's a what's the term? Wealth of spoils.
I know what you're trying to say, but I'm not.
First
familiar
world
with it.
problems.
You know,
There's too much
An embarrassment of riches.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They have too much fucking talent and not enough to do with them.
Yeah.
And as such, the product is suffering.
True.
Um,
What do you do though?
Yeah.
Give me a legitimate tag team division. Make the matches that are happening on TV and on live events mean something.
Is it creative's fault or the crowd's fault? Because the crowd doesn't get into tag team wrestling really. I know a lot of it has to do with the crowd also. If it's not the Hardys doing the nostalgia act, people aren't crazy into it. When's the last time like the Good Brothers or the Bullet Club they got like really?
I think
good
they're
crowd?
being booked incorrectly.
Okay, that's could be it. I mean, maybe they just need to be world beaters. Like Gallows and Anderson should just be ass breakers. What the fuck they call it? Ass kickers,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes. But they turned them into a fucking comedy act.
They did. That was the New Day's fault. Now they've settled into a role though.
They have, but they're not really doing too much with them. But I see what you're saying. They can do stuff like give them rankings so that they can fight to get to a #1 contendership kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's a very simple solution.
Yeah.
Tag team rankings.
Yes.
And that's why you would have random tag teams having feuds.
But I don't think
Yeah.
it stops there. Honestly, I feel like you can have. Look, it's sports entertainment,
Right.
all right? But I think that they've gotten away from the sport angle
Yeah.
too far.
Oh, no doubt.
And especially, I mean, dude, I get ESPN updates for WWE. Yes. Like, that happens. I get spoilers sometimes because I forget to not look at my fucking phone when I'm watching Raw recorded. And if you're going to have time for that on ESPN, then there's also time to be like, look it, Brock Lesnar is the Universal Champion. Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, below him, Seth Rollins, whoever. These are the 5 guys that are ranked and are competing to be the #1 contender.
Mm-hmm.
And even with the tag teams, if they did that, they could still do their entertainment stuff. So say like you have like #4 and #5 tag teams are going at it for the higher spot, and then one of them screws over the other, and then there's a side feud with them.
Yeah.
You still have you
Just-
can spawn storylines
just-
from that.
Make it meaningful. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. I mean, I'm with you on that. So
Are we in agreement? We're starting our own federation.
yes. Yes. No. Justin says
Starting a list of.
first round pick. This for a women's division. This up and coming talent. Her name is Vicky Nella.
Dude,
You can touch,
listen,
but you can't see.
listen. That is worse than Samoa Joe.
Listen, they don't.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
After
not.
spoken.
No.
She is biased. She loves you.
Well, who
I
does?
love you too. It goes both ways there. I calls him like I sees him. Samoa Joe is terrible.
She's Bill
It's
Alfonso, right down the
terrible.
middle, baby.
Dude, you gotta drop it.
Out of all the matches for SummerSlam, which one are you looking forward to the most? I'm going main event. 4 men.
Really?
Yeah. That, and then right underneath it, AJ.
I was just gonna say.
I mean, just because those guys can always go, and Shane will probably fall off the fucking stadium to the
Christ.
outside.
Oh Christ! I forgot about
You
Shane
fall-
being involved.
He'll fall through off a helicopter and survive again.
Oh Jesus!
I can tell you which one I'm not interested in seeing is that Big Show and Cass one.
Oh, in the crash cage.
Yes. I think I may start making dessert at that time or
Excellent.
something because I am
Big
not
Show's fist
interested.
is broken though.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
His big fucking hands.
He said maybe broken.
Maybe.
It's broken.
No, Big Show's gonna call it the Big Cast. It's gonna be a big club.
It's gonna be Big Cass versus Big Cass.
You just made up
That'll
for-
make me watch
That
it.
was good. You just made up for Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Samoa Joe.
Hmm.
Yeah, you see, they don't use it. Justin does say there's something similar to that. They have the power rankings. They have.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have it on ESPN,
I don't know.
but they
about
used
that.
to have it.
Okay, sure, but
Make it count. Sure.
like discuss it.
Like you so you'd be happy with and I would agree how they do in MMA. Conor McGregor, #2 featherweight or whatever.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be, and it's a simple thing to do. It doesn't. I mean, it's. You can have all the same fucking matches you're having now,
Yeah.
but you make them mean something.
Yeah, like damn, a #6 upset of #2.
Right.
Where next week, where they're gonna reshuffle or where's the ranking gonna be at? Does this earn them get them close to a title shot?
Right. Absolutely.
I think that's easy booking. That's easy. That's easy money right there.
that's right. And
And then you can create a specific match to keep to get your lowest ranking to get a option with a higher ranking one to move up.
And it's something that happens all the time. It's a
Mhm.
match to determine the number one contender.
If you've been at the bottom for a month straight, your team gets broken up.
Mm.
Bum bum bum.
Or you take one in the bum.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, hold on.
Wait. Hang on. No. From the guy that brought us Ric Flair making out with Charlotte, you can't be turning on me with that one.
No, I'm not turning on you.
Oh,
Oh, we ended.
Saturday night.
The video has ended.
It did.
Oh, well, it probably knew what I was about to show you.
Bunghole?
Maybe.
It just stopped. Sorry.
Wow.
How do I start this up again?
Okay. We're still live on Twitch, I think. Or are we?
Oh, they deleted the tweets. Oh, we're live again, apparently.
Yeah, I put it
Hey, we're back.
Hey. I wish we weren't live again because I really wanted to explain what I was going to show you, but the tweet has been deleted. It was Japanese wrestling.
Was it the one with the...
No.
Oh.
It was the one with the... I'm going to save it for after the show. Because I don't even feel comfortable explaining it. Because I don't know who will ever may watch this, so...
I saw a video of...
No.
With Jushin Thunder Liger.
Nope.
I'm just saying. But I saw a video with Jushin Thunder Liger where...
All the boys?
They all thumbed each other.
Yes.
And then he started walking in the ring like this. And they're all in a line.
I wish that's what I was talking about.
Okay.
I wish. But anyway.
It was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Ciampa was in on it. Aleister Black is in there.
Is he?
Tommy End is on there.
Okay.
All the boys are there.
How do you feel about your boy Mick taking the...
I like it. I'm okay with it. I'll allow it.
It's ruining wrestling.
Joey Styles and his cock are ruining wrestling. Jim
Joey
Cornette.
Ryan.
Oh, Justin's back. I saw something about it on Twitter. It was on the... Yes, that's exactly it, Justin. That's the tweet I'm talking about. So I'm going to try to keep it clean. So this is Japanese wrestling. As a male versus a female. He's throwing her into the ring and drops her bottoms and begins to penetrate her with his fingers. And she ends up releasing all over the crowd. During a wrestling match.
Were they married?
What the F?
Exactly. Yes.
Oh my god.
Like, he goes at it, and she just starts yelling, and then the crowd gets hit with...
So that's
www.japanesewrestling.com.
That's...
And the crowd, like, goes crazy, but then he starts high-fiving people with the same hand.
Oh.
A Japanese crowd went crazy?
They loved it. I was like, wait a second. What is happening right now?
Pretty much just rape someone and you're just gonna be all...
It was kind of... Yeah.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super inappropriate.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Way to bring the mood down there. Jeez.
Holy cow.
All I did was say bunghole and you had to come up with a story.
You never know what's going to trigger me, man. You never know what's going to trigger me. Don't ever mention Chumbawamba in front of me. The name of the album, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. No, anyway. Let's put a feather on this. What were we talking about?
A feather?
Feather on this cap and call it macaroni.
We were talking about SummerSlam.
That makes no sense. Feather in this cap, right? You put a feather in this cap and called it macaroni. Like how? What's that make sense?
I don't know.
Stupid kids. Stupid American kids.
I don't understand it.
Can't understand you. Anyway, who wins the main event? I'm calling Roman Reigns wins. The big dog. Or, you answer. Then I'll throw you a little.
Samoa Joe.
Okay, interns down with Samoa Joe.
Swerve,
I'd like to see
Lesnar
that.
retains.
He
Okay.
should, but they keep popping that he'll be leaving.
They keep popping that he's gonna leave him.
I think that's why he retains.
I got two theories. Justin says Strowman.
Mm-hmm.
Two things I've heard. One realistic. One would be oh my god.
Wait,
Um,
Carmella?
Carmella catches in on. Whoa, James Ellsworth catches in.
On Roman Reigns.
Paul Heyman screws Brock Lesnar. And he either goes with Joe or Strowman as their mouthpiece.
Because he doesn't
No.
want to leave.
Right.
No way.
No
Never
way, Jose.
happens. Never
no
happens.
Way, Jose. No way, Jose.
Because the thing to me is that Heyman legit is bought into Lesnar. Like, he is legitimately for lack of a better way of saying it, a Brock Lesnar guy.
Oh, no doubt.
I don't see that happening.
No, okay.
The only reason why I would see it not happening because I think he actually enjoys not being there all the time. He likes Brock's schedule.
Yeah. I'm sure he can't stand Vince as much, so.
Yeah.
So it's very nice to be on that schedule. Well, you're right. I didn't think about that. Other thing is, Roman's about to win. Hits the spear on whoever. Lights go out. Come back. Undertaker standing over a down Roman Reigns. No? Those are meme. It's got to be true if it's a meme. You can't make fake memes.
What? Would I like to see that though?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I would like the
idea of it.
The
is
idea of
interesting.
it's cool, but the reality of
The
it.
reality is that the Undertaker is an old man,
Nailed it.
and he should be done in the ring.
Nailed it.
And that comes from, like, I love the Undertaker.
No doubt.
Like, an all-time great. I think, to me, he is the Mount Rushmore. Like, he is the top guy.
I was just about to say, does he belong on Mount Rushmore? He is Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. More so than to me. More so than Hogan. You know, I've never look. I respect the hell out of Ric Flair, but Undertaker to me he had the greatest career.
Name around Mount Rushmore. Give me 4 guys. You don't have to be your favorite of all time. Just
Undertaker, and Undertaker.
If it makes it easier, I'll throw mine out at you. Taker, Flair, Hogan, and it's a toss-up between Rock and Stone Cold.
Really?
And I
no
get,
Triple H on there.
No, I don't know. I don't think Triple H belongs on there.
Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Steve Austin.
I love Shawn. Shawn's one of my favorite of all time, maybe 2 or 3. I don't think Shawn belongs. He didn't really transcend.
Okay, so that's your criteria.
Well, then John Cena's on the Mount Rushmore.
I mean, he made who are you taking off then?
I mean, your Mount Rushmore, if you're talking about transcending,
I mean, maybe
is Hulk Hogan, The Rock, John Cena,
Undertaker. Everybody else
Undertaker,
regardless.
Maybe Lesnar. I mean, like,
you still have to be a big sports fan.
I'm not trying to say he belongs
No,
there.
I get you. Maybe the transcends is a word, but I mean, these guys were larger than life. They were larger than wrestling.
I'm saying, to me, Shawn Michaels is probably the single greatest in-ring performer that I have ever seen.
No doubt, I can go with that.
And that's what my criteria.
I'm with you.
Like, that's why I say he belongs.
Okay, I get you.
The Undertaker, to me, had the single greatest career in wrestling.
Okay.
The undefeated streak,
Yeah.
all the titles.
I mean, it's your Mount Rushmore, so I get
Yeah,
it.
the gimmick that evolved and still like the respect that people had for him, just all of that. So those two guys, it's tough. Go ahead.
What I'm gonna notice here is you're thinking all time, and you're thinking in the era you're most active in.
I'm just thinking of I mean, because it's.
I mean, there'll be older guys than us that'll tell us that we're crazy, and it's gotta be
two different
Bruno and like Gorgeous George. So there's people that will put Jerry Lawler on their Mount
adding
Rushmore.
In Flair because you're talking all time and transcending, and you're talking basically your favorite in-ring.
I'm being asked
during what you've watched.
I'm being asked who is on my Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying it's interesting what you're basing it on.
And that's what I'm basing it off of. Like I haven't mentioned CM Punk, and he's probably up there. Like he's 1B in terms of my favorite wrestlers.
Right.
But he didn't have the long career, really. I mean, I know he had a long career,
right?
But
the WWE career.
Yeah. And I gotta throw Roman Reigns up there.
Get out. So you're putting HBK, Taker, CM Punk, and who else?
I'm not putting. CM
Oh, okay, my fault. Okay, I understood.
It's hard to.
I know it is.
It's The Undertaker, HBK. I've always loved Austin. Stone Cold. I
know it's rough. That's why I can't even name my fourth. I can't decide between Austin or Rock.
I like Dwayne.
Piece of Rock.
But I mean, fucking Triple H, dude. Like the career that he's had and the impact that he's had post his in-ring career.
That's what he would have. That's why he would be.
I'll tell you what. The way I look at Triple H, I don't look at him as an all-time great wrestler. I think he's had a bigger impact post-career. Obviously, still kind of active here and there.
No, I agree with that.
And don't get me wrong, yes,
it's his out-of-ring stuff that he's going to be famous for at this point.
I think so. He was awesome. He's an absolute legend. Just never one of my top favorites. Although I love the DX. He's had some fantastic matches. My favorite, but I just don't put him in that category. Like, oh man, I fucking hate myself for saying this. Well, I'm not gonna call him B+ player by no means, but he's in that B category of superstars for me. He's on that that top to mid second tier of superstars.
I mean,
that's just me.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, but I couldn't justify putting Triple H in my Mount Rushmore. I mean, plus, who would use all that? Who would make that nose?
Oh,
yeah, it's definitely a hard thing to pick.
What's that?
That's definitely a hard thing to pick.
Yeah. Justin says, I think most people would agree that Taker, Shawn, Hogan, Rick, etc., they would all have a place on them. Oh, for sure. And it's just one of those conversations that's always fun to have.
It's always because Piper would be on mine. It's just, to me, that amazing, and plus transcended. I mean, he was in TV shows and movies and everything. And
I mean, if I had like my nostalgia, like Mount Rushmore, it'd be Piper, Dusty, Eddie, and I mean probably Macho Man. That's my nostalgia Rushmore. I mean, I fucking love those guys. I love Dusty. Like Dusty Rhodes, I felt like he was like an extended family member. You know, the Mach was just the Mach. You know, Piper was the fucking man. Like. He was, like, to me, Piper was the first dude who made, like, being bad cool. Like, he was Piper. He was him.
Yeah,
you know?
I think the only The only argument against Piper, and it's really not because it's not his fault, is that he never got there.
No,
He
but
never it's bullshit.
But it's because of the way that the system was run at the time.
oh, for
Your
sure.
heels didn't get that.
Right.
That's why.
I mean, but he main evented WrestleManias.
Mhm.
You know, he was in fantastic feuds. I mean, he's highly regarded as one of the greatest of all time. So
Yeah, so he would be on mine.
yeah,
Fair enough.
that's cool.
No argument here.
Yeah. I don't know how we got on that Mount Rushmore, but
He brought it up.
you brought. Oh, okay, cool. I thought because you were saying that you love Roman Reigns or something like that. You're like, ooh ah.
I was like, ooh ah, and you were like, ooh ah on your.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Ooh, oh man, get out, dude.
No.
Just when he goes no. Just when you made up for yourself for your Sumo Joe,
Mhm.
you dig yourself right back in. That's why I love you, though. That's why I love you.
I'm not afraid to put myself out there.
You're a mom. You are my Mount Rushmore, buddy. You're on my WTA Mount Rushmore.
There's 4 spaces, and we got 3 faces. And one of the faces is covered because it's the intern. It's a panda face.
That's blurred.
Oh my god. I'm never gonna live that down.
Awesome. Anyway, let's call it, huh?
Let's call it.
Let's call it.
So, guys, thanks for joining us. We just wanted to shoot the shit after TakeOver and before SummerSlam tomorrow. So I think it's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
I hope it's going to be a great show.
If we're not gonna go live after SummerSlam tomorrow, but what if we throw up like a SummerSlam thread on the Facebook page, and we could just comment on there? Talk
Absolutely.
shit.
Let's do it.
Let's do a live thread going tomorrow, and we can just kind of all watch together.
Sounds
And
like a plan.
take pictures of your snacks. I want to see what you're eating.
Glad you said snacks.
Ladies? Ladies out there? You know what I'm saying. Let me
He's
know
talking
if you-
about the food in your kitchen.
Let me know if you want a Japanese
So-
wrestle.
Oh my god. Oh.
Okay, let's end it with that because that was a great line. So until next
I'm
time,
gonna open a Tinder profile.
we have been Wrestling Talking Randomness.
What's up?
That right there is Hank 312.
That's me.
I am Incidental Nerd.
That's him.
Thanks for joining us and
was the
enjoy SummerSlam.
Toodles. Squeeze me, bro.
Sweet. Sweet.
Nailed it.
So,
I think the cool kids liked it.
you gonna text me that video? Or...
It got deleted. Delete.
That shit's crazy.
It was.
I can't.